My name is Victoria Sear, and I'm going to be presenting my identity status presentation. So first we're going to be talking about Erik Erikson's identity versus identity confusion theory and James Garcia's identity statuses. So Erik Erikson's identity versus identity confusion is a psychological stage in his theory that occurs in adolescence between the ages of 12 to 18. Throughout this stage, these adolescents would be on the search for their own personal identity and the search for their sense of self. They'll find these things by exploring their personal beliefs, personal goals, and their personal values. James Garcia's four identity statuses include diffusion, moratorium, foreclosure, and achievement. Someone in the diffusion stage may not know what to believe, try, or have a low sense of commitment. Someone in the moratorium stage are not ready to explore, but they are not very committed. They are researching ideas they may want to believe or try, but have not followed through. Someone in the foreclosure stage will have a high commitment level, but not a high crisis. They identify with ideas, but have not researched them. Someone in the achievement stage means that they have both high commitment and crisis. They have explored ideas and have chosen what they are happy following. Characters that I chose to explore their sense of identity are Rue Bennett from the TV show Euphoria and Tony Stark from the Marvel series. For Rue, I would say that she was not able to gain a secure sense of identity by the end of the show. The statuses that I have found that she has achieved are diffusion and moratorium. For Tony Stark, though, I would say that he had a fair sense of his identity before his death, and that he achieved moratorium followed by the achievement stage. Rue's biggest identity struggle had to do with drug use. Erik Erikson's identity versus identity confusion theory would prove that Rue did not gain a good sense of her own identity, because according to the author Daniel B. Block, who talks about his theory, successfully completing the stage leads to a strong sense of self that will remain throughout life. By the end of the series, when she is about 18 years old, Rue is still struggling with having a strong sense of self. Her fight against drug use is brutal and is not something that she's able to win. James Garcia's identity theory also proves my hypothesis to be correct. This is because Rue has many points throughout the show. She has a very low sense of commitment and is not sure where her beliefs or ideas should lie, which is just as the diffusion stage states. Garcia's theory also proves my hypothesis that she also goes to the moratorium stage to be correct, as Rue has many ups and downs and has moments where she wants to get help and explore the idea of help. But she's not very committed since she's obviously still struggling with her sense of identity. Tony Stark's biggest identity struggle has to do with the question of who we are, and this is something he faces as an adult. However, this is something that he was able to overcome, and according to the same quote from Erik Erikson's theory, he proves my hypothesis to be correct, as by the end of his time, he knows who he is and what his beliefs are in life. James Garcia's theory also proves my hypothesis to be correct. Tony goes to the moratorium stage when he wants to learn beliefs, but he's still fighting against the past name he made for himself. But over time, he gains commitment and his crisis escalates. During this time, he is able to come to terms with himself and figures out who he wants to be, and is able to do this all in the achievement stage. My three limitations were understanding of both of the theories and also finding information about my characters. Although these characters are popular, there are many articles that dive really deep into their development. Finding specific information regarding their identity struggles was a little bit difficult for me. These are my references, and thank you.